We will survive!
We will.
Yes, please.
Sylvie, you're up.
Alright. Sylvie's gonna cast Chaos Bolt at big hyena man over here. Uh,
25 hits.
It takes 12 damage, and I get to choose what kind, I believe.
Okay.
I can choose either thunder or acid. I'm going to do thunder damage. So it takes 12 thunder damage.
Thunder and lightning are different, right? There's also a lightning. There's thunder and...
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Okay, thunder damage. 12 thunder damage. Alright, it takes your 12 thunder damage from your Chaos Bolt.
Okay, awesome. And then I'm gonna move to the side, just because I don't feel safe being next to my glyph.
Sure.
So, and that'll be my turn.
He probably wouldn't have avoided the glyph if all the overgrowth wasn't there. But he is a demon lord, so I figured he would have more instinctual ways of getting around that magic.
That's true.
Okay, at the end of your turn, he is going to use a legendary action and do what is called Savage, which makes a bite attack against anything within 10 feet.
No.
Each creature within 10 feet of him. Okay, so he's going to bite all the shadows. He's going to go on a rampage here. Oh no, sorry, the shadows are hidden. Let me actually make a perception. Well, he has true sight 120 feet. Would that see your shadows?
True sight only lets you see through like illusions and stuff like
Okay.
that. These are physically hidden.
He will make a perception check for your shadows. So why don't you make a stealth check for them?
All of these should have +2. So 16.
So what's the
14.
lowest one? Is 16?
Yeah.
Or 14? Okay. He'll make a perception check. You want me to make a perception check for each of them, or one check for all of them?
Probably just one for all.
Okay.
Makes it easy.
He rolls a 16, so he only notices, what, one of them?
2. Or it's if you meet these,
Match?
right?
Oh yeah,
So-
two. Okay.
So yeah, 2 of
He
them.
makes a bite attack against 2 shadows. The first one is 25 to hit for 18 piercing. And the second bite is 24 to hit for 19 piercing. So I think you might get 2 of your shadows.
Yeah, is it magical?
It is magical,
assume so,
yes, his
yeah.
attacks are magical. He then turns and tries to chomp you, Mavathor, with a bite, 35 to hit for 17 piercing. And then he goes and tries to chomp you as well, Krayley, 33 to hit for 13 piercing damage as he goes on a chomping rampage.
Yep.
That is a legendary action, and Krayley, you are up.
Krayley will move back 10 feet. I don't think I was.
He has 15-foot reach, so if you do so...
I'll take the attack. I'll take it.
Oh no.
He smashes his flail as you move away. 2 of the gnarled pointed balls on the end of his giant flail strike you for 18 more bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
Then I'm going to make an attack on him with my bow.
Yeah, get it!
Let's see if this first one hits.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. I am going to expend my superiority die
Ooh.
to attempt to disarm.
Woo!
So it's a DC 16 strength save.
He rolls a 19.
Oh shit. Okay.
Wait,
And
can I
Silvery
silvery barbs
barbs?
this? Silvery barbs?
Roll
Yes,
again.
Yes!
Yeah.
28.
17.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, that is.
Oh.
We're
Alright,
rolling.
well,
we're rolling
Kaylee,
Mammoth. We're rolling
I'll
Mammothor
give you
numbers.
advantage on your next attack roll.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So I have 2 attacks left for that attack.
Yeah, one with advantage.
Action. Yes. So this will be the first one. That's with advantage, and the second one is without advantage. So a 15 and a 23.
Third attack misses, but the second one hits for 26.
Oh, but that 15 would have been so good.
Oh.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay, you tried.
Yeah.
2 arrows you fire at him. The third one he catches in his teeth and snaps your arrow in half. He looks towards you and growls. And at the end of your turn, he will use one more legendary action to make a flail attack at Mammothor. Mammothor, a 22 to hit misses you.
Mhm.
And you are up again.
Alright, let's see. Yeah, he is going to use his channel divinity. So Inigo needs to make a DC 17 wisdom save.
Natural 20, 27.
Oh, darn. That was his action. As his bonus action, he will cure wounds himself at 4th level.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Yeah, you guys can pump out the heals now too with that star
Yeah.
form.
Mm-hmm.
As
It'll come in handy later.
so regains 39 hit points. Oh, that should be +5. So.
Hell
So
yeah.
he's back up to full. That's his, that's his turn, but his shadows will attack Inigo, and they'll have advantage because they were hidden. So
The first one misses,
18.
the other 2 hit.
Alright. So he takes, let's see,
21 necrotic.
31,
Oh, right.
and his strength score is reduced by 7.
Ooh.
Goodness.
That's good.
And the shadows will go ahead and take hide as a bonus action, and they'll move away from him.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Lep, you're up.
Left is going to open his eyes and look towards this and be like, "Oh my god!" And he's gonna hold out his hand towards Krayley and say, "Let me help you." And he's gonna heal him. And I was gonna say this before, but I forgot. But the way it looks is like these like colorful bubbles, like orange and yellow and green and red and purple and pink. These like very like colorful little bubbles that come out of his hand, and they go
Aw.
and they just lightly touch him as they heal him. And he will regain 5 + 2, 6, 7, 17 health.
Nice.
That's That's the bonus action. And then, as his action, I think he's gonna. Yeah, he's gonna just try and just one last time for good old time's sake. He's gonna close his eyes and say, "Morning, Lord. I need to help my friends soon. They're in trouble, but I wanted to say thanks for being a being of light and change and that kind of stuff. And if there's one last thing I can ask of you, if you're probably not going to be able to find him, but if you find a part of Phalaxis, my Lyra's soul, just make sure he's okay." And then left his Alakazam and gets up. And that's his turn.
Roll a D100.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
18's pretty close.
Ooh.
Lep, hold out your palm.
Lep holds out his palm.
As you're holding out your palm, a little glint of light catches out of the corner of your eye, and sort of tumbling out of the haze above, kind of spinning in the air, a soul coin lands in your hand.
Oh! Does it look like a normal soul coin?
Stamped into the infernal iron is a picture of Smiler's face with big bug eyes and a wreathed crown of thorns.
Oh.
Is
Oh. Thank you, Lathander. Let me pocket it.
I was imagining Lep throwing it like a Pokeball.
That'd be pretty good. These guys are just still doing their best.
One of these days they'll reach us.
They'll get there eventually. Drawing ever nearer to that cliff in the ground.
One day. One day.
One day their endless march will end.
Inagu attacks Mavathor with his flail. 22 to hit for his first strike. 21 and a 22 for his third. All attacks ringing against your shield, Mavathor. Not even leaving a scrape or a dent as he wildly slams his big weapon against you. Sylvie, you're up.
Okay, we're gonna do another Chaos Bolt. This time, we're gonna do it at level 4.
Ooh.
18?
18 misses.
No! Okay. That's really sad. Okay. I'm gonna give another bardic inspiration to Kraler. You didn't use yours, right? Or you use yours?
I didn't, yeah.
Okay, you get another one.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. And that's my turn.
Alright. At the end of... At the end of his turn, or at the end of your turn, Sylvie, Yanagu will use a legendary action to try and hit Mavathor and miss, and Krayley, you're up.
Krayley will go to draw an arrow and realize he is out.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Well,
Can I throw him an arrow as a reaction?
That is awkward.
That is awkward.
I'm out.
I say save it, Sylvie.
I'm sorry.
Krayley will switch to Flame Tongue, but not activate it. I feel like that's fair. And 15, and make 3 attack on this individual, but not activate it. So just double checking everything. This 1, 2, 3.
The first 2 hit. The third one misses. What's that? 21 total damage?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you move forward and you give the Demon Lord a few slashes with Flame Tongue. At the end of your turn, he'll use his legendary actions to do another rampage, and he'll try and bite you and Mavathor. So this first one's for you. 16 to hit, Krayley?
Yep.
He's rolling a little lower now with his strength missing here. You take 14 piercing damage. And the bite misses you, Mavathor. And you are up again, Mavathor.
Alright, seeing his strength starting to diminish, I'll get a probably slightly sadistic grin on his face. And say, "You're not as sharp as I thought you were." And I'll go ahead and, as a bonus action, summon in some replacement shadows. So, oh, one's good enough. One can make a difference. Let's see. Drop it there. And as his action, he'll use command on Yanagu. With the command of drop. So he needs to make a DC 17 wisdom save.
23.
Passes. Alright. So shadows attack. So first one is without advantage. 19 to hit.
19 misses.
Okay. And then these 3 come in, and they do have advantage. So I think only the last 2 hit.
Yeah. 16
For
necrotic plus 10, 26.
Yeah, 26. And his strength score is reduced by 3.
Right.
And they'll move back and hide in the shadows. And that'll be my turn.
He will make an opportunity attack against one of the shadows as they move away.
Okay.
21 to hit for 18 bludgeoning.
Yeah. So.
And Lep.
Lep is going to run over beside Sophie. Says, "Are you doing okay?"
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, I'm gonna help
Please don't-
Krayley.
Okay, just please be careful.
Oh no, I'm not going towards there. They're too scary.
Okay.
And he's gonna heal Krayley for 14 plus 5, 19 HP. And I gotta say, Aura Vitality does last for 1 minute, so 10 rounds. Do you know how many rounds it's been? Because I've been trying to keep count. I don't think I've done it right.
I don't. Oh yes, 7. It's been 7 rounds.
7 rounds? Okay. Then I was right. Okay.
Thank you, turn order.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then he says, okay, good luck, guys. That's his turn.
All right.
They're getting close.
They're so close, yet
They're getting
so
there.
far.
Almost there.
Oh,
All right. The creature will roll a 20 to hit for 10 bludgeoning damage against you, Krayley. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I'll use my Indomitable.
I was gonna say I'm gonna use Silvery Barbs, so he has to reroll that attack, so you don't have to roll the con.
33. Minus 4, so 29 to hit.
Thanks. Sorry, I tried.
you can give him advantage.
Oh yeah, that's true. You get advantage.
And I think
Do I
you
get
could
advantage on my reroll or my initial roll?
Can you get the advantage on the saving throw?
I don't know what's the ability say.
Advantage on attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So sure, yeah, you can roll again.
Okay.
Oh.
And
You have +5 because you're within 30 feet of me. So 17.
12 would be enough, so that's good enough. Yeah. So you are not paralyzed. They will still make 2 more flail attacks.
Okay.
The first one or the second one hitting for 13, and the third one is a natural 20 for only 12 more. So the total is 39 bludgeoning damage. 10, 12.
How you doing over there, Krayley?
That hurt.
You're hurt.
Be careful.
Inogu's gonna stomp and howl and gnash around. He's gonna move, provoking opportunity attacks from you, Mavathor, as he moves briefly out of your square.
Okay.
But then he wants to sort of get in the middle of everyone here.
Oh no. Don't attack
25 to
me.
hit.
25 hits.
So he takes
13 total.
Yeah.
Yeah, 13 damage.
Right, Sylvie, you're up.
Okay. So Sylvie is gonna go boop boop boop. Oh wait, he's gotta reach a 15, doesn't he?
He does.
Okay, she's gonna cunning action disengage and
Okay.
then
Absolutely.
move.
For sure.
And then she's gonna try chaos Bond again. 24.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, it takes let's see here. 33.
33 total. What type
Yeah,
of damage?
and let's see.
You're just gonna stick with thunder.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? We'll stick with thunder.
Okay.
And that would be my turn.
The bolt of energy rumbles as it strikes against the side of the demon lord. At the end of your turn, in anger, he will rampage and he will try to bite you, Lep.
No.
28 to hit for 15 piercing.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
He will
Yeah,
bite. He will try to bite you, Krayley.
Mhm.
25 to hit for 11 piercing. The only run he can't ever roll good against is Mammothor.
You
But
said 25 piercing?
no, 25 to hit for 11 piercing.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And Mammothor, 31 to hit for 12 piercing. As he chomps around, biting each of you. Krayley, you're up.
Krayley will bonus action activate Flame Tongue. Do that now. Make sure it's activated. And then make 3 attacks in retaliation. Okay. 3.
Oh no. Well, the second one was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, your second attack hits for 20 damage.
Okay. That's my turn.
As you cut a big gash in the Demon Lord, he sort of pauses his cackling, and his maw sort of snaps shut, and his eyes narrow, and he gazes up towards the sky, and a beam of radiant light pierces through the haze, sort of illuminating the Demon Lord, and a powerful-looking angel streaks down from the sky above, followed by a golden-furred mammoth with big feathery wings. Whoops. Zariel swoops down, she slashes her sword across Yenagu's chest, and she utters a spell under her breath as she slices through him. A portal opens up behind the Demon Lord, and the mammoth, she rams her head into Yenagu, and the demon goes tumbling through the portal, which quickly closes behind. The angel sort of surveys the scene, and she says to the mammoth, "Such chaos, Lulu. Such sadness." She looks towards the rest of you. She says, "Sorry that we didn't arrive sooner. My name is Zariel. This is my companion, Lulu." And she sort of gestures towards the big mammoth.
We know her.
Are you gonna kill these guys? And Lep points towards the demons that are still stretching.
But just wait for him to get to the glyph.
Okay.
Gotta let him get to the glyph. They got a
Okay.
surprise waiting for them.
They do.
As she, after she introduces herself, after you say that, Lep, actually, from the haze, a group of Hell Riders ride through town. You can hear the galloping of hooves, and knights perched upon horses ride past, driving their swords into the remaining demons in town. One of them, as the knights are sort of galloping around, idle gun here, killing off the remaining demons. One of them gallops past, back towards you guys, and they sort of flip up the visor on their helmet. And a woman in her 30s with a fresh cut on her cheek introduces herself. She says, "Thank you, heroes, for saving the innocent people here in this town. I'm sorry that we couldn't arrive to help you sooner. My name is Yale."
Yeah, it's fine.
And she kind of winks at you guys.
Well, better late than never, I suppose.
Some of the other Hell Riders, once they've slain some of the remaining demons, they gallop past. Some of them keep their visors down. One of them gallops up beside Zariel, and they say, kind of through their visor, I think that's all of them. But we'll keep a vigilant watch, Zariel. And some of you might recognize the voice muffled through the helm as Captain Lightheart's. You recognize a full, fleshy-faced, sort of handsome-looking gentleman that you guys all once killed, but he looked a bit different as Haruman, the Dark Rider that had all the knights impaled upon the trees. The knights sort of band together in a semicircle, and they begin chanting, and a red portal appears between the church and the statue of Zariel. And through it, you can see the burning landscape of Avernus. And they all kind of line up, and you hear Captain Lightheart say, "We're ready when you are, Zariel." And,
can Krayley say something?
sure.
Krayley will walk forward and ask Zariel directly, why do you fight, Zariel?
After you ask that, everything around you guys, except the four of you, Zariel and Lulu, everything else sort of freezes in time. And Zariel turns and looks down to you, and she says, "Yanagu slaughtered those I swore to protect. I can stop him, and others like him, but I might have to give up all that I stand for. I could stem the tide of chaos and save many lives from the demonic terrors of the abyss. Were you in my place? Would you risk it all to save others?" And she asks you this question directly.
How many lives were lost here, Zariel?
She says, "Many lives were lost, and many more will be, if I don't take the proper actions, the necessary ones. So answer me, were you in my place? Would you risk it all to save others?"
I would risk here I am, one to speak. I would risk, as misguided as it is, I would risk my own life, my own soul. It may not have been the right path, Zariel, to save my friends. But we've all seen the path that you've gone down based off of these decisions. And it's led to countless lives lost. An entire fucking city. No, I don't think I would have made the same decision as you.
She nods, and she looks towards you, Mavathor, and she says, "What of you? Were you in my place? Would you risk it all to save others?"
It's a hard question to answer. But, it's either risk everything or face total oblivion. So, if I had to choose, yes, I would risk everything in order to save everyone.
She nods, and her gaze wanders over to you, Lep. And how about you? Were you in my place? Would you risk it all to save others?
I would risk everything of myself, but not everything of others.
She nods, and she gazes over at you over there, Sylvie, and she says, "And how about you? Were you in my place?"
I feel the same way. I would risk myself, but I wouldn't risk others.
She sort of nods, and she says, "Lathander, bless these heroes in your light. Watch over and protect them in their time of need." And she turns, and the Hellriders sort of spring back to life. They're galloping. She says, "Come, Lulu! Avernus awaits us!" And they all charge through the portal together.
They all charge?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Okay.
Lep, Mavathor, and Sylvie, you guys all gain a Charm of Vitality. As
Ooh.
Zariel gives you Lathander's Blessing. Krayley, you receive a Charm of Restoration. As the last of the Hell Knights, Zariel and then Lulu at the rear charge through the portal into Avernus. The memory of Idle Glen fades away, and a flash of light brings you all back to the Bleeding Citadel.
Is Lulu here with us?
You stand before the dais once more, atop which the glowing sword of Zariel is sheathed into the stone. You do see also before you Lulu and the ghostly warrior of Yale, the woman with the scar under her eye. Lulu smiles at all of you from beyond the stone. She says, I remember everything now. Idleglen was the last straw. We followed Zariel to Avernus, but the evil there proved to be too much for us. Asmodeus appeared and promised Zariel infernal legions to end the blood war. But she had to give the Lord of the Nine Hells her fealty. She accepted and became an archdevil. But not before Yale and I took her sword, hoping it could redeem Zariel someday. I gave up my magic and my memories, and Yale gave her life to construct this place, to protect the sword. And Yale's ghost says, you'll have faced many trials to claim the sword of Zariel. I'm sorry to say, you face one more. As the inscription on the dais says, the hero who becomes one with this blade exists no longer. Which of you is brave enough to draw the blade and be gone forever?
I mean, if no one else wants to do it, I'll do it.
Rayleigh will step
Sophie,
forward.
oh!
I was about to say. No. Mavathor says it should be me. I was really nobody before this adventure we partook on, and to be honest, do you really think history will cherish someone who actively worshipped Asmodeus?
To be fair, I think we were all pretty much nobodies, but I think now we've all become somebodies, at least to each other.
Yeah. And history just depends on the perception of those who write it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll write you in a favorable light, whether you take the sword or not.
Well, that's it's kind of you, but I don't think history's that kind. And I'll step up to the dais and lay his hand on the sword.
Can Lep try and do something before he lays his hand?
I'm gonna try.
Lep is gonna try and get in front of him and give him a hug.
Sophie will join in.
Like, I'm sorry, I doubted you. You're actually a really good person. And he just starts crying. He's bawling his eyes out. Like, I'm sorry, Mavathor.
And Rayleigh ask Lulu to take the sword. And I can act that out.
Mavathor, I have to ask you. is undergoing this change and shouldering this burden something Mavathor would truly embody, or is his devotion to Asmodeus too strong to become good?
I think he can see the bigger picture here, and he, I think, is, if he felt it was necessary, he would do this. Unless Asmodeus appeared in here right at this very second to tell him no.
Slapped your hand away. No.
Well, the sword chooses, and it desires a wielder who embodies bravery and heroism. I'm not saying that Mavathor doesn't embody bravery or heroism, but I don't know if it is in the context that the sword would deem. I think that if I go over all of the actions and the incidences and the encounters and the journey, I think I know who the sword would choose. I think it would choose somebody who in every desperate moment put themselves in harm's way to try to save their companions. Somebody who offered their eternal servitude to a devil to make sure that their friends didn't die. I think it would choose Krayley.
Yes.
Krayley will accept it.
But don't worry, Mavathor, I have other plans for you. Mavathor, you place your hand on the hilt of the sword and you try and pull, and the faint glow, the hum of the sword, it fades, and you're unable to jolt the sword out of the stone.
Alright.
And
step off to the side and see if it finds any of the other three willing.
Oh, is this like a calling for me? I could not accept such an honor.
Sylvie's gonna step up and try anyways.
After her level as well.
Sure. Sylvie, you grab the sword and you try and pull it from the stone. Yale and Lulu look at each other, and Yale says, I'm sorry, dear. It's not that all of you aren't heroic and brave. You have all suffered and sacrificed to make it this far. But the sword knows your deeds. And there's a shadow. Even if the sliver is ever so small, that still covers your heart.
What if none of us are found worthy?
That'd be kind of awkward.
Krayley go up and attempt to grab the sword, not in an attempt to take it, but in an attempt to
Touch it?
Well,
like-
well, like
Give it.
pull it out and like hold it almost like this, like none of my friends. Oh my god, that sounds so cheesy. None of my friends. None of us deserve this. The repercussions of Zariel's decisions. Just as none of my friends deserved the repercussions of my decisions. But I'm like, almost like, if it comes out, attempting to push it in the direction of Lulu.
You and Lep sort of reach out at the same time. And both of your hands sort of fall on the sword, and kind of look at each other, and Yale says, he's not a demon, but I think this one brought too much chaos here with him. And,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Her ghostly hand reaches out and like pushes yours away, Lep.
Yeah.
And you're left there, Krayley, with your hand around the hilt of the sword, and the light sort of grows brighter, and the sword begins to hum once again. You hear Lulu's voice say, "It's okay, Krayley." And she says, "You don't have to take it if you don't want to." But I think the sword knows whose heart is in the right place.
Krayley will.
And if you don't want to carry the burden, then I will take the sword. And I'll find a way to get it to Zariel myself.
Yeah. Just remember what they said. You'll be sacrificing a lot.
For better or for worse, Krayley will think back to the decision and the reasoning why he made that deal with Belle. And then he'll think back further to why his mom made that decision. That led to her death, and he will throw Flame Tongue to the side and hold on to this sword.
As you are drawing the blade up from the stone, it slowly pulls forth from the rock, and the blade illuminates in this bright, radiant, holy light. You hear as this light fills the chamber here, Lulu's voice as you all kind of go temporarily blind from the brightness, you hear Lulu's voice say, "You're worthy," and there's an explosion of light. Blinding rays pierce out through the scab, and the big mound of growth gets blasted away. All of the creatures, if any still remaining inside, get blown back thousands of feet away, with all of the blood and stone that's hardened. And after the light sort of readjusts, you all find yourself standing on the dais still, under the red sky of Avernus. You guys see Krayley hovering there in the air. They've sprouted a pair of beautiful feathered wings. You see Krayley's eyes have become luminous pools of silver. Krayley, you now have you can now speak, read, and write Celestial. You have resistance to necrotic and radiant damage, flying feet of 90, true sight, and I need you to roll a d8.
Oh shit!
Oh my god, he's an angel!
You adopt a personality trait that is, I like everything clean and organized. I need you to roll a d6. You adopt an ideal. I always help those in need. You roll another d6.
Oh, I gotta write so much down. Hold on.
It's okay. I'll reveal the weapon.
Okay. I would use my inspiration if necessary.
Well, I don't know. I just roll another d6. You must keep a written record of your beliefs and the sins that you witness, and when you finish, this book will be your gift to the multiverse. That is your bond now.
Okay.
And
ready.
roll one more d6.
Okay.
And your new flaw is flaw? What flaw? I am flawless. Utter perfection.
My God.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
That's
As you claim the sword of Zariel, you've become instantly attuned to it. Adopting some celestial qualities. Ignore that part at the bottom.
Okay.
One other thing is roll 2 d100s.
Oh yeah, the properties.
Where are y'all seeing the properties? Where's that?
That's in the DMG.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
5 and 52.
You gain a proficiency in a skill of your choice, and
Ooh.
you can choose a cantrip of your choice as well.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Dang.
Oh my god.
Lulu floats over to it, over to you, Krayley, and she says, I've always felt that you've had the purest, most innocent heart among your friends. I thank you all for coming this far with me. You could have abandoned me at any point in this journey, but you guided me when I couldn't remember anything about who I was. You brought me to Avernus on a whisper of clues, on a feeling. You fought devils and demons as I rediscovered who I am. And now you stand here, brave and proud enough to pull the sword from the stone. Now all we have left to do is stand once again by Zariel's side and show her that not everyone has abandoned her in her fight against the hordes of chaos. It's time for us to band together and go and win the Blood Wars. And, you guys all get the effects of the long rest from the Citadel. You're also now level 13.
Ooh.
And as Lulu finishes speaking, in this Avernian sky, you can all see a flaming red comet coming in the direction of the Citadel. Why don't you guys make some perception checks for me?
Ooh.
Teen.
26.
Ooh.
Nice 26.
Oh, I know.
13.
Lep, you can see with your Eladrin eyes in the center of this ball of flame streaking across the sky at high speed coming in your direction. A large demon sitting upon an obsidian throne. As Bell is streaking across the sky of Avernus in your all's direction. You also notice some movement out of the corner of your eye, and coming up out of the sloshy bits of fleshy scab that have been splattered all around from the Citadel. You see this massive creature.
Guys, there's a big comet, and Bell's coming to us, and there's a huge creature coming out of the ground.
We should probably go.
Yeah.
I know we have 20 minutes left, but I guess, yeah, you guys can decide if you're going to try and flee from Bell here. The creature that you see... hold on. I lost it.
Well, Lepid's gonna say, okay, does any of you guys have any sort of plans?
Why would we be carrying plants with us?
Bailey, do you have a flower? Do you have a seed? Do you have anything?
Okay. Hold on.
Wait! The
I can get-
beans! Does anybody have beans?
No, but I do have some seeds.
Oh, okay.
That'll work.
But I want to do one thing before all of this. all this starts happening. I wanted to
Yeah.
make one thing clear.
Oh no, yeah. Lep is gonna do one other thing before he helps us escape.
Okay.
If we want to escape, really. I don't know about you guys, but I want to get as far away from here.
Yeah.
I can open us a portal, but we need to hurry.
I think I
At
can
least
do you
for
one better
now.
than that. I can get us out of Avernus now.
Avernus? No, I think we need to stay in Avernus.
I mean, we can come back.
I need something from Avernus.
Again, we can come back.
We won't have the time.
Okay.
What imaginary timetable are you working off of here?
I
During this
only have a.
moment, Rayleigh will throw Lep.
Oh, Crayley, you would know that Bell is not bound to Avernus. Actually, you'd be making his life easier to fight him on the material plane, because that means he can't die.
Okay. Oh, fair.
Oh, so we should stay down here, is what you guys are saying.
Crayley will throw one of his remaining Queen Anne seeds to Lep.
Lep is going to catch it. I do have a quick question though. Dia. That the slit that the sword came out of in the stone, is it still there? Or is it like a
Yeah, sure.
I just okay, just I wanted to do a little something. I don't know if there's any repercussions, I hope not. But Lep wants to take the twisted light blade out of his little socket and see if he can put it in there.
Ah.
And just pay a little respect back to his brother. It feels like a good resting place for it.
Turn.
Look at Lep
You
and be like, "What are you doing? Do you know?
Yeah.
I'm trying to do something good.
What if the corruptive influence of that blade seeps out into Avernus? Then it's just gonna get worse here."
Well, actually, it's, the opposite happens. You place the blade into the stone, which was holding Zariel's sword, and the stone briefly sort of pulses a faint blue light, and you see the twisted blade go back to its original, very simple looking longsword, like when it was wielded by Captain Lightheart. And you see the inscription on the stone change to say, "Here lies Lorne Lightheart, a true servant of Lathander."
See, Mavithor, I did something good.
Really, how does it fix our current situation?
It's a good moral thing. Do we want to get out of here or not?
The comet blows across the sky and makes a small crater in the ground as it slams into the earth before you all. Bell stands up from his throne, and he says to the four of you, "I don't know what you did, but I've come back to claim what was mine."
Well, see, we didn't actually do anything.
Yeah.
If we want to get into semantics, yeah, no, we didn't do anything.
The who and the how I'm disinterested in.
Then why are you mad at us if we didn't do anything?
Axe.
As this conversation goes on, Lep is going to cast Druid Crouch on the seat that he's carrying, getting ready to cast transport via plants, ready to create a portal.
Bell says, I will have your souls, and I will have that sword. And that is where we will.
Sure you will.
That is where we'll end the session this week, I think.
Oh boy.
So you guys
Oh,
will
boy.
have time to do your level up and decide what you want to do.
Oh, well, we have an escape option if we want it.
Rayleigh wants to say one thing.
Sure.
I wanted the moment to play out. I can save it for later, but Crayley wants to make a comment to Lulu.
Go ahead.
When there's a free moment. Because Lulu was, for lack of a better term, justifying Crayley's... How do I word this? Quote unquote, privilege, right? To pull the sword, but I wanted to make it clear to Lulu that
Your
Lulu, I'm
worthiness, Crayley. Your worthiness.
worthiness. I'm like trying to think of like a better word. Thank you.
Yeah.
I wanted to make it clear to Lulu that I made decisions that put us all in danger. And at the end of the day, she said we were all fighting to get her back. But I don't think that's necessarily true. I think of all of us, Sylvie was the one fighting the hardest to get Lulu back. Not Crayley.
I didn't always have purest intentions, though. I think that's why it chose you.
I was ready to serve Belle. Yes, it may have been my twisted decision to help us, but you were still willing to fight for Lulu. And Lulu, I want you to understand in these moments, these decisions, Sylvie was the one fighting the hardest to get you back. That's what I want to get.
Lulu says, Zariel asked you. If you would sacrifice everything to save others. And you told her you wouldn't. But Crayley, you already had.
It's a little hypocritical of the blade to pick someone who
Just let it be a good moment, Madison.
He's just speaking his mind.
I know.
Well, you know, I've thought a lot about the end game in Avernus, and I think I have an offer that Mavathor will like better than becoming celestial and good. I was also going to ask you guys something. You know, they are next week, the final adventure for 5th edition will be published. It's the last 5e book I think they're going to put out.
The Vecna one?
Eve of Ruin.
Oh,
I am so excited for that.
it's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be good.
We're reaching the end of Avernus here. You know, we could stretch it out, or we could be done in two or less sessions, maybe. It just depends. As far as I can tell, I haven't really gotten a picture of the book yet, because, you know, it's not, unless you buy it on D&D Beyond, you can't read it until the 21st. but as far as I know, it's an adventure that goes from 10 to 20. And I think there are ways that I could steer this into a transition into Eve of Ruin if you guys wanted to do something like that.
Hell yeah, I'd be down.
Oh yeah.
I am down.
Yeah.
I'd probably say, since that adventure starts at 10, maybe for the rest of Avernus, you guys will sort of cap out at 13
All right.
and try and finish the adventure at that level. And on the 21st, when the book comes out, I'll peek at it and see if I can work us. I don't think either way it won't be too terribly difficult, but I think we could continue play with like the final 5e, because I will run it either way. It's the final adventure that they're going to publish for 5th edition, so I don't see any reason why I wouldn't just run that final adventure with you guys instead of like trying to start a new campaign with new players at level 10 or whatever with it. I know, Mavathor, you had said your buddy was starting a game on Wednesdays, so I don't know if you would stay or go, but I was just throwing it out there. If you guys wanted to do that, I'd be down.
Yeah, I mean, I know after this summer I'm gonna be going back to university and my schedule may change, but
Sure, but
that's still like a couple months
now,
away.
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we still have time.
Yeah. Well, it's just an option that I thought I'd throw out there. I just thought of it, when I was prepping for this game, because I realized and
That's insane.
wasn't really I wasn't really interested in the book that much until I saw the special edition cover, and then I kind of realized, like, well, there's ways that this game could transition into that one, and it's
Isn't it like you're like going throughout the different like planes of existence too?
I think it moves throughout the multiverse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, we could finally see the Feywild.
Yeah, it's a high level adventure, but that's really all that I know about it. It's Vecna is the villain, and I think there's a way that I could, there's a NPC in Avernus right now that has the hand of Vecna. That you guys have encountered before.
Oh
so
yeah.
I think it wouldn't even be a very hard transition. I'd probably just have to fudge a few things like I did at the start of this game, and then...
I think they said, like, I don't know if, like, was he, like, an NPC that you made up, or was he part of the module?
He's in the module, yeah, he's in the module.
Because I know that they said that they're, like, NPCs from other modules in the Eva Ruin.
Yeah.
That specific character is from Critical Role.
Yeah. Archon the Cruel.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. He at the very last session for, I think, like session 1.
Archon is the one who's had your
basically-
sister's soul this whole time, Sylvie.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten that far in the first campaign yet. I need to finish that.
Yeah. But I think it'd be a fun transition from one adventure to the next, and
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
just a continuation in play into high level adventure. If you guys are
I am
interested, I'm totally willing. I just gotta, wait till the book's actually out so I can kind of go over it and actually start to kind of piece the transition together. But we got at least a couple more sessions in Avernus. I could probably stretch. I mean, I could stretch this out into more, but also it could be over in a few, too. Just depends on the speed of play.
Yeah.
I'm ready to run up that hill. So.
Yeah, but nice job. Go ahead and you guys can go level up to 13.
Ooh.
Retrieving Zariel's holy angelic sword, fully restoring all of Lulu's memories. All that's left
Giving light
is all that's left is to stem the tides of chaos as they now flow into Avernus at full force, and Bell goes a little rogue here. It was a hard decision. I think Mavathor could have made a good case for the sword too, but I don't know if the sword would choose you, Mavathor. I think your loyalties to Asmodeus are just too strong. You've been too faithful of a cleric. You know what I mean?
He's been doing his job a little too well.
Yeah.
He's like the class pet.
Yeah.
Class pet for Asmodeus.
And quite honestly, I would have loved to have given it to you and seen how Mavathor would have been as a lawful good celestial being after all his life, because I could see him just adopting more of the other side of the coin of order fairly easily.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the sword chose based on the sacrifices that the NPCs made for others throughout the adventure.
Yeah. Also, maybe the sword knows that there's about to be a vacancy for Archdevil of Avernus.
Yes, it does. It does. It does. It does know that as well. All right, you guys enjoy the rest of your evenings, and I will see you next Wednesday.
Sounds
All right.
good.
Later, guys.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.